Oh, God! Where is she?
So apparently this lady had some real deal stomach issues before getting on the plane, and like halfway through she let it spew out the backside and they had to turn around the plane and go all the way back. The infamous poop plane.
Well, I guess I can't describe it. It was just constant.
Details about what forced the Delta Airlines flight.
Nobody can tell it any worse than what it was.
Atlanta, Barcelona to turn around Friday night mid-flight.
It was that bad.
Homeboy over here having flashbacks.
Today is a very serious video. We're going to be talking about one of the most dangerous, one of the most horrifying flights to ever go up in the sky. Not that one. Do you know the name of the flight? Yeah, there it is. We're of course talking about Delta Airlines flight DL-194, codenamed the Poopy Pigeon.
The filthy flyer. It reminds me of the shit hawk from Trailer Park Boys.
Hope they don't shit on you, Bubbles.
Shit on me? Who?
Shit hawks. They're coming, Bubbles. Just swooping down, shitting on people, dragging them off to the big shit nest.
Oh no.
This, in recent memory, is one of the most disturbing, one of the most haunting stories to grace us on the internet yet. And let me tell you something. It takes a lot for an airplane halfway through its travel to be like, we cannot go any farther. We have to turn around and come back. And that is unfortunately what happened to Delta Airline flight DL-194.
Can you imagine how embarrassing it would be to be that person, though? I would feel so bad if that was me, bro. I would never go out in public again. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could handle it at all.
The Poopy Pigeon is now an infamous, also Poopy Pigeon, that's mine, trademark.
Crazy
Mine.
name.
What happened on Poopy Pigeon? What happened on DL-194? Definitely not as fun as saying Poopy Pigeon. Was a woman. Did you just assume mine? Poor man. I'll tell you the story. Calm down. Shot diarrhea all over the plane. And when I say all over the plane, it's not just your seat where someone's like, oh no. It all over the plane from front to fucking back. I mean, unbelievable.
I can't even imagine. There's no way I'd be getting on a plane if my stomach was that messed up, bro. That shit must have hit her out of nowhere.
I mean,
Spraying the
unbelievable.
walls.
So let me go in depth about what happened on this aircraft
Super
that had to turn
soaker
around
order.
and re-land back at its starting destination. Friday, September 1st, not so long ago. It was a warm, humid Atlanta day.
Oh god, it had to be on a hot ass day too. Can you imagine that being in a crammed airplane, hot as hell with the dookie fumes? Couldn't be me, dude. I'd be throwing up, gagging in there.
Humid Atlanta day. Partly cloudy throughout, but nothing adverse outside of a slightly darker sky. Not an uncommon sight for Georgians around this time of year. For most passengers, we start at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. ATL, baby, right? You can have whatever you like.
Yeah.
That's who's that guy's name? There's a movie,
T.I.
ATL. What the fuck? The guy was in it. Just on me, Patron on us. We can have whatever you
And the Grammy goes to...
That's mine. Or here, actually, I'm just gonna say. Oh wait, I remember what it was. Beep loo lo lo lo. There you go.
What the fuck?
Do me justice there, please. For most passengers arriving at Atlanta's busiest airport, this was just another normal day for air travel, especially for those slated to board Delta Airlines flight DL-194, a common flight route that takes place most evenings, transporting passengers from Atlanta to Barcelona.
That's a long ass flight. That's a long ass flight to be in hell and all that. I can't be doing it. I'd be scratching at the windows trying to jump out into the ocean.
Procedure for flight DL-194 to depart sometime around 6:40 most nights. However, on this night, there were some pretty extensive delays for those weary travelers that extended their stay in Atlanta for 1 hour and 49 minutes. Just enough time for a concoction to brew. Already disgruntled, these poor aerial commuters were... Dude, I'm sorry. We're oblivious to the events that would take place and change their lives forever. Fucking lightning. But let's go down even more specific. What was the exact breakdown of this horrible event? Every time code used here was EDT, or Eastern Daylight Time. The event went as followed.
Tell us about it,
8:20 p.m.
boss.
Passengers at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport board flight DL-194 in preparation for their 8-hour and 38-minute trip to Barcelona. 8:48 p.m. After lengthy delays, Delta Airlines flight DL-194 departs from Atlanta at 8:48 p.m.
Fun fact, I've never been on a plane before.
beginning its journey up through the eastern United States and over the Atlantic Ocean. 9:10 p.m. A passenger sitting in row 17B hears an old woman say,
Miss, my stomach, do you have any Tums or my stomach hurts?
9:26 p.m. Passengers of the Airbus A350 begin experiencing something unsettling.
Oh, God.
Alongside a frantic flight crew, many could smell a faint stench. A stench that wouldn't stay faint for much longer.
That would be my luck, too. The first time I get on a plane, some crazy shit like that happens. I would never get on a plane ever again.
Why so serious?
Because this lady done shit her pants on the plane, Joker.
9:30 p.m. Passengers become increasingly aware of a medical incident happening within the cabin. A
Sound
biohazardous threat,
effects.
as was described by the crew. 9:34 p.m. Panic ensues. Or maybe it didn't. We're not really sure because there's not much information about what's happening at this point. However, we do know that, according to one passenger, people were crawling over their seats to get away from it.
No. Imagine slipping and you fall face first into somebody else's. Ugh. I can't even imagine. I feel bad for everybody on this flight. This is like worse than Final Destination.
People were crawling over their seats to get away from it. 9:36 p.m. The pilots begin to change course, alerting air traffic control that there has been a biohazard incident on board.
If it's just a biohazard issue, we've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane.
A messy trip.
Imagine you shit your pants and they call you a biohazard. I would be scarred for life. I would be so humiliated.
A messy trail of diarrhea left by a struggling passenger. This was a severe understatement, as many accounts state that explosive diarrhea had been smeared along the entirety of one of the craft's main aisles. 9:38 p.m. The flight crew is attempting to mop up the mess with paper towels and even scented wipes. One passenger notes that this just makes it smell like vanilla shit. I did. It smells like vanilla shit. I think it smells kind of good. 9:45 p.m.
No.
The diarrhea.
That's like somebody spraying Febreze on some dog shit.
The diarrhea cleanup operation is overwhelming the efforts of the flight crew, so they employ a runner to keep bringing them paper towels as they frantically wipe. Passengers use what they can to hide their nostrils from the scent. Many begin to realize they may not make it back home alive. 9:52 p.m. The pilots finish redirecting the aircraft towards the diverted path back to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, aka Atlanta. 10 p.m. There's nothing at this time to report, but we imagine it's torture for those on board. If we had to guess, it probably sounded something like this.
Oh, God! Where is she? Where the fuck is she? She went from solids to liquids to the plane.
No.
I'm gonna hit her. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna hit her.
Just start beating the shit out of her. Hell no. And I opened up the emergency exit and just jump out the side.
I'm gonna hit her. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna hit her.
God, I think more is gonna come
Escalated quickly as hell.
Wow.
I got tears in my
10:40
eyes for real.
p.m. Delta Flight DL-194, now codenamed Poopy Pigeon, finally makes it back to Atlanta, arriving at the gate after a 7-minute taxi where the passengers are, at long last, able to disembark with haste. As the passengers continued to deplane, one individual was able to capture this disturbing footage of the biohazard aftermath.
Is that the lady? No way. They got her wrapped up in a piece of plastic. I guess I'd rather be covered up than have my face out there getting recorded by random people. But also, then again, I ain't trying to be in like a dome of my own shit. That sounds terrible.
Of the biohazard aftermath.
This is crazy.
2:57 a.m. After spending another 5 hours at Hartsfield-Jackson, the poor souls of Delta Flight DL-194 finally depart Atlanta once more.
Yeah.
Fortunately for all the travelers involved, the story ends here. They'd been transferred to another flight that was able to successfully complete its trip to Barcelona. Yes, that was the tragic tale so far of a poopy disaster.
So
You saw how
far?
fucking gross it was. But for a lot of people, the story doesn't end there. So apparently, whenever they landed, the ground crew spent hours ripping out all of the diarrhea-embedded carpet off the plane.
I would quit. I don't care. I am not touching nobody's shit like that. I would quit. I signed up to work on planes, not to be fucking with nobody's diarrhea, dude. I would straight up quit or tell them to find somebody else.
Diarrhea-embedded carpet off the plane.
Boy.
People don't get paid enough for this kind of service.
Exactly.
It's oh my god, I cannot imagine being on my hands and knees doing that. Honestly, my cap's out to all the janitors out there who have had to probably pick up shit at least once or twice. I think that if I was fucking Tim Delta, if I was the CEO of this company, I would sue that old woman. I don't care how old you are.
I remember in 7th grade, I got caught chewing gum in school, and they made me stay after school for chewing gum, and I had to clean all the bathrooms. I swear to God, I went in the girls' bathroom. I didn't even know. I like went to clean out this little box, and there was, you know, feminine products in there. Bro, I have a whole new respect for people, bro, because I almost threw up. I was like, bro, why are y'all making me do this? I was chewing gum, and now I'm cleaning up tampons and shit. What the hell? All my respect goes out to janitors.
If I was the CEO of this company, I would sue that old woman. I don't care how old you are. I'd be like, bring me her fucking head, dude. Are you kidding me? This plane is done. It's like buying a house you know someone died in. You're just kind of like, okay, well, am I really going to live here? Fuck that. They're probably going to have to scrap the plane now.
Yep. This is just the shit cage now with wings.
I thought this was an intriguing story because from what we've seen in the video, just such an unbelievable amount of diarrhea, and I can't even imagine what some of the souls on this plane were even going. Oh, wait, hold on a second. What is that?
Flobble, lobble, lobble.
I see.
I just don't understand how you have that much in your body to fill the whole plane aisle like that, dude. She must have been holding that shit in forever.
So next time that you're deciding to fly out into the world, maybe you'll go to Atlanta. Hell, maybe you'll go to Barcelona. Be sure. Maybe use the bathroom before you fly out. Thank you so much for watching this week's video.
sure.
We will see you next time.
Yeah, if you got IBS and your stomach issues, definitely don't be eating nothing crazy before the flight. This video was a little different, but I had fun with it, and hopefully y'all did too. If y'all enjoyed this video, leave a like, share it with y'all's homies, and click on some other videos over here. But other than that, I guess I'll see y'all later. Peace.